last year and a half. It didn't happen prior to that. A year and a half, people are going, whoa, what's going on? The rates are going up. And I'm like, okay. So we're getting calls saying that this is crazy. We're getting calls that the interpreters have an assignment for this amount of time, and then they have another assignment over this amount of time, but they're charging us that same fee, and they want to file a complaint. And I was like, it's not within the code of ethics. You need to understand that the interpreters cannot charge for all the amount of time because they're sitting there. So I have to tell the hospital, well, you're right. And it aggravates me to do that. An interpreter breaks their code of ethics and make hospitals and other people say, oh, well, see, this one situation, and then now everybody's all unethical, now prices are going up. And I'm like, no, that's not the case. You can't file against that one complaint. You can't apply that to all of the interpreters. So I'm just seeing all that. We need our interpreters to be more ethical. And we need deaf individuals to know and understand what an interpreter's role is and what's ethical, and say, is that right or that's not right what you're doing? It's not your,
You're tired, they're tired. Interpreters are tired.
we've gone way over the time, but bless those interpreters. It's not your all's responsibility to understand what they're charging and what their agreement is with the agency. That's not the point. But when the agency says unethical fees and unethical conduct, or personal choice is your relative, then I'm like, oh my gosh, how do we resolve that? We need interpreters to be more professional, and we can try to figure out other things like that. We need to filter through all this and get to the real issue. I need to find what the real issue is and what it is. That's what I'm looking at. And I need your all's help. Now tonight you all have clarified several things, but you haven't told me anything new. Your frustration level is high. I get that. I see it, I hear it. I got it. We need to do some things here. I'm not sure how I can get the hospitals to understand that an exclusive contract is hurting the hospital and the deaf community. I will research that. However, the problem is that the hospital, what their problem is they have their procurement laws. And I understand that because I have procurement laws myself. Just the other day, they told me I had to go through a state printing shop. I don't know the exact price, but it was $4,000. And my state printing shop charges me $4,000, and an outside shop, print shop, would charge me $1,500. So I've got $4,000 over here with the state agency and $1,500. I said, no, I want this one over here because of my budget. And the state said, no, because of procurement laws, I have to use that. And there I had to spend $4,000 because of that state regulation. And it's the same thing, and it's not right, but how do we work through that? It's difficult. I'm having the same issues with my agency, and I know it's not right. I'm not giving you excuses, but I'm telling you what reality is. That's the issue with all of us. You imagine I had to pay $4,000, and over here I could have gotten the job done for $1,500. And that drives me just crazy. It penalizes me, actually. So I understand it, I get it, and I have 5 minutes, and we have to be out of here. That's food and everything. So I'll be glad to set up another update with you all and give me time to work on a few things. But I'll be coming back for an update. Would you all like for that? Would like that here for an update?
Yes.
I'll have something I need to say very quickly. I don't know if you all know or not, but the commission we hear all these things that are happening, you know, you called and told us the problems, and then we do call and advocate and try to solve problems. And we do all this advocacy work and referral work to the Human Rights Commission, all that kind of thing, but it seems like so many things are going on that I didn't know, and maybe you're saying, oh, you already knew that, you're the commission, I told you that. However, our commission, the state looks at the numbers, so when you call us with a complaint of some sort, of consumer rights, we put it down as that, in that column, number one. And then when you call us, we put it down as the second call. So you think that we advocate and then don't do anything with it? We're counting them, we're keeping them all there. And if we see that there's a lot of complaints and they look at that, we could say, see, look, we have a lot of complaints, people calling in about certain issues. That's a problem. And then the people who are higher up in the administration go, oh, look at these consumers, because they want your vote. So you call us and you think, oh, the commission's not doing anything, but we have these numbers that we can take to them and say, hey, look, here's what's going on with this community. So please keep that in mind. Call us, please. We want those calls. Please add advocacy to that list over there, Rachel. I need to know, can I work with who? Dodie? She's the one that tends to contact me, and who will set up like an update meeting. Would you all agree that Dodie would be okay? Okay, Dodie, we will do an update meeting, and I would like, first of all, to put in place our pilot project that we were talking about to answer some of these questions. But I won't wait for that to come here before we start working on these issues. I won't wait. We have Deaf Festival September the 3rd. Remember, that's coming up, September the 3rd, so please come. We're gonna, Wizard of Oz is gonna be good for the kids. And then the State Fair, we're working both of those. So that's a busy time for us, but it'll have to be after Deaf Festival. And then we can do an update. But I need time because I need to be with my staff and meet with them and explain all of these issues that have come up tonight. And it's not just one or two, three things. There's several issues that have been brought up tonight and how we're going to handle it and how we can respond back to this group. And I will get back in touch with Dodie to know what our response and reply is, okay? Concerned about the phone contact. Did they actually send an email? I don't know. Okay, you don't know if they did? Do emails come into us or not? I don't know. The concern is, do you only do it one time or do you send it one time? Or do you call again, you know? I know, I'm not asking you to call until we answer. We should answer the first time. I want to make sure that we do get your requests, and we do get those from you guys. So. Okay, everyone. Thank you for a wonderful, informative meeting this evening. Please take some of the goodies that are left over on the table and take them with you. Take them home, and thank you very, very much. We will be responding.
Thank you to the interpreters.
Thanks to the interpreters. We have to be out here by 10 o'clock.
And the captioner.
And the captioner. Oh my gosh, bless her heart. I'm so sorry.
Lids. Do we have lids?
Yeah, the lids are like on.
Do we have lids over here?
In the kitchen. They're in the kitchen, please. What's the kitchen?
Email address glasses. Please, please,
If you want information, please fill out this paper.
oh,
through the
CEUs.
email.
Who wants
And if you want
CEUs?
CEUs, be sure to fill that out as well.
And Hamilton.
CEUs.
Talked to us about this.
CEUs. Tina, CEUs.
People other than deaf or speaking, probably, okay, how Hamilton can help people with autism, or those types of things. Can we add that to it? Not only people with speech or having, but those with autism, on how you can do that? The reason I ask that is, I have a niece who just recently, which is just found out that she has, Asperger's issues. So with the Asperger's syndrome, and what my dad had helped him great deal as he started to go down. And so what we noticed is that when they read it from the captain, instead of listening to it only, she could hear but had difficulty auditory. But when she got the auditory in addition to the visual, it reinforced that. So I wondered if there's any discussion within your agency, within Hamilton, if they could add a line in there for those who are autistic or have communication processing issues, that they could use Kcdhh as a mechanism for doing that. My niece doesn't like it. She can hear it, she doesn't like to speak. So if she can read it and then respond in that way, it's more beneficial for her. So I'm just throwing that out.